What's up? My name is Shy. Welcome to Fantasy Pills. I'm going to show you guys my fantasy 2026-2027 quarterback rankings. This will apply to best ball and season long. Yes, it's a bit early, but I got some feeling. I played quarterback when I was younger. That doesn't give me any press here, but I have an idea and I'm typically good with quarterbacks. This will really cover like best ball strat and season long because I feel like at the end of the day, a lot of these guys have opportunity. I mean, yes, you're not going to draft some of them in season long, but attacking them in like super flex leagues, I think is important. So they kind of work hand in hand, in my opinion. And then complete dog water in at the bottom, as you can tell. We'll be covering those fades, and I'm going to share my favorite steal pick that I think is going to win the league in like deep super flex leagues. So let's get it. Start us off. We're going to go with the elite of all elite quarterbacks, Josh Allen. Nobody's better than the boy. He's just incredible. He just linked up with DJ Moore. I like the new coaching regime. He just does it all. He never gets banged up. He's always gonna play. He's always gonna be there. You could trust him, and he can run. Like he does it all. He's the elite cheat code. It is what it is. I'm always gonna be targeting Josh Allen. If I'm going quarterback early, it's probably like the only guy I really want early. The next one that always comes to mind is Lamar Jackson. I love Lamar, and he's a good player. I mean, it's just a matter of being on the field. Like it just feels like he regressed last year. I'm hoping it was really, having problems with Harbaugh, but we need to see him out there. We need to see him doing things. We need to see him running, which is crazy. I feel like he barely ran, and when he does run, he's elite. But like, we really need him out there. And we need him to like throw the ball to Zay and like open the field a little bit so he could run. Hopefully, him and Derrick Henry just get together and just it works. But that's where I'm leaning. My third one's gonna be a little bit shocking, maybe, but big Joey B fan. Burrow is the truth. The guy just has to stay healthy, but he's the truth. I mean, anytime he plays, like he lit it up last year with missing so many games. He is Jamar Chase, personally my favorite receiver in the league. Has been every year. You're in my hometown leagues. I am drafting him every single time, no question asked. Joey B is elite. 50 touchdowns is so on the table for the guy. Next, I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts, aka Drake. As we know, I have no idea why he's hated on so much, but the guy is a G. Like he gets it done. Philly's great. Maybe moving on from AJB will be better for him in his career. I feel like he's the type of guy that just wants to win at any cost. So that's why he runs. He doesn't really go crazy for stats, but he's just consistently a beast, and he's always going to be elite. And the thing is, if I'm drafting a quarterback early, it's got to be someone I believe in. It's got to be somebody that's like, all right, cool. I'm fine with drafting him this early. Otherwise, I'm really just like, I'd rather maybe go for a position player. So this is like kind of where I feel is like cheat code. And one person I think that could add, and it could be interchangeable, is Drake May. Drake May was so good last year. I mean, on the ground running and passing, like New England looks legit. They literally could run it back as a Super Bowl contender. Um, the team is good, and I think if they get AJ Brown, I mean, it's really up from there for him. But he does it. He does it all. He's like Jalen Hurts, like build. Like he gets it done. He's not doing the tush push, but he's elite. He's a very good player. He's still super young, and he's willing to score at any cost. So I'm a big fan of his. The next tier is where I feel is like, do I still draft them early? And right off the bat, I'm going Justin Herbert. Herbert to me is going to be amazing. McDaniels, as a Dolphins fan, McDaniels is a huge come up for them. He can sling the ball. He's got great receivers. Omarion Hampton's just gonna get better. He's got Keaton Mitchell, so all those little dump offs as well that he did to HN, it's probably gonna go to Keaton. And Omarion's fire. Like he's gonna get him the pill and he's gonna score and he's gonna open up the field for him. And Herbert's done so much with less, right? QJ is honestly really undervalued and it's understandable, but he's a good player. And I think Lad McConkey's going to be a beast this year. I think he finally gets to show up and show that PPR potential that he had. And I'm a big fan of Herbert. He gets it done and he runs. Surprisingly, he really does get yards. So I'm happy to draft Herbert there at number like 6 in the middle of the pack, and quarterbacks are like right there. For me personally, the next guy that like I feel ultimate faith in is Dak. Do I love Dak Prescott? Yeah, I actually do. I mean, he's the quarterback for the worst team in the league, but offensively the best. They're always going to score. They're always going to at least be fighting for points. You've got CD Lamb, who's amazing, who's I think going to take over Pickens. Pickens just exploded last year. That was my guy, as if it was every guy's, but he was a huge. They're both that could be the best duo in the league. Dak just gets it done. He doesn't run anymore, which is sad, but 300 a game, it's in his wheelhouse, and he does it. Next quarterback, no questions for me, is Patty Mahomes. He's so streaky in fantasy sometimes, and it's so frustrating. But it's Patrick Mahomes. We're talking about like the GOAT, arguably. I'm still going to rank Tom Brady ahead of him, but he is our GOAT right now. And if he's healthy and he's playing, Rashee Rice will be on that field at some point, which obviously, can change things up for Patty Mahomes, but it's Patrick. Like, you can't sleep on him. The next quarterback we're going to go with here is Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams shows like just great promise overall. He's a great quarterback. Like Chicago looks good. Ben Johnson looks great with him. That offense awesome. Odunze I think is going to just explode on people. And third year wide receiver, I think people are just jumping on Luther, which I love. But I think we see it. Like he's got it all, and he's an elite talent. Like yeah, he's really inconsistent at times, but that's where I would be drafting him right there. And like we have no idea what's about to happen because I would be happy to start him week in week out. Next, I'm gonna go T Law. T Law is a great player, and he showed it last year. He knows how to get the ball out. He knows how to get it to good receivers, and he's got good receivers. Brian Thomas, Parker Washington, Jacoby Myers, and if Travis Hunter plays on both sides, I really believe in T Law, and he can run. So this is where I feel comfortable drafting him in this range. After Caleb, honestly, it drops off a little bit with that, but I'm happy with T Law there. The next one, which is like always on people's minds, is Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels truther. I love the guy. The guy's amazing. If he plays, he's amazing. He's so raw. He's literally Devontae Smith build, but in a quarterback. He could sling it. He so fast. Problem is he's getting hurt. Like, is he RG3 too? Like, I don't know. I hope not. I mean, we barely have a sample size of the guy. He literally screwed me last year in all my fantasy leagues, taking him too early. And that's why I don't love jumping to quarterbacks early. Like, I don't want to be that guy that gets stuck on him. So, because of the injury risk, I'm putting him behind T Law. But the upside's the upside's there to put him in cheat codes. I mean, he was a cheat code. He got drafted last year as a cheat code. Like he was literally behind Hurts. So I'm really hopeful this year, and I'm really hoping that he can put it together and just like we're good to go, right? And now we're gonna go on to our QB2s. This is arguable about like just really ones, but you know what? We'll put Matthew Stafford there. Well, the reason why he's QB2 here in my rankings, not so much that he's a QB2, you can't start him in 10 league, but I'm just not gonna like run to draft him early, like at all. He's a great quarterback. He's got a great system. He's playing for another year or two. He's MVP. Like he's amazing, but I'm gonna value skill position players at that tier, especially when you're season long drafting. Like there's so many good quality players. You only need 10 to 12 teams to draft. You can sit, you can double down on two good quarterbacks and just be chilling. Brock Purdy, so much potential. The guy can run, he could throw, he gets it done at every level. He's so underrated, but he's so great. But he's QB2 for me. Like I feel better about drafting other guys before him. This is a guy like if he lands to you and it makes sense in your draft, I'll take him. Like, but again, I'm not gonna draft him over someone I think that has better potential in a skill position. Jordan Love. I mean, he's really just he learned a lot from Aaron Rodgers during his time there, and he's a very good player. Like he reminds me of like Drew Brees back in the day, where not so much force feeding the ball, but getting it to the wide open player and spreading the ball out. And honestly, that makes for an elite quarterback. Honestly, not to give me, but like I didn't lock in on any person, and nobody should. You should pass the ball to the best person open and make it easier on you. Does he do some questionable things? Absolutely, and that's why he's not in the top tier. But J Love on the team could be really surprising and be really thankful at the same time. I'm drafting him if I can, and of course, if he lands me in the right position. Next, Bo Nix. The guy has so much potential, so up and down last year, but he has a ton of potential. He really does. I have no that ankle injury last play of the game was fluky as fluke. Lost me best balls, but Waddle's a merchant, PPR merchant. But I'm not drafting Jalen myself. But him and Sutton works well for Bo. And if I'm touching anything on the Broncos team, it's only gonna be Bo. Next, Jackson Dart, of course. Jackson Dart is awesome. Like, I love the guy. Honestly, I would probably even move him up, and I'm going to. I put Jackson Dart right in between Love and Purdy. Jackson Dart is a beast. He can really throw the ball. It does worry me them coming out already after the town hall saying they're going to be more of a run focused team. That said, when Neighbors gets back on the field, Dart is that guy. He's going to throw the ball and he can run and he's not scared. He's just like a better, I'm not going to say Baker, but like he's like that Drake May young guy that's fun, that gets it done, is trying to win, could throw and run. Jackson Dart's team, like the Giants look good. I think Mooney's also very slept on. I'm good with Jackson Dart here. Next, I think Mayfield gets no love. Mayfield is such a consistent guy through and through. He is consistently getting two touchdowns, but he's consistently in playing games. He's always got a good wide receiver set. He's always a smart quarterback in my opinion. He can run a little bit. He's just super consistent, and like that's what I'm looking for in a QB too. One of the biggest sleepers last year, kind of like just I'm incredibly grateful for, is Jared Goff. Jared Goff was killing it last year, throwing 300 yards and like 2 to 3 touchdowns every week. He saved me my year. I had one fantasy because of Jared Goff, and I mean I picked up someone at the end. But when Jaden Daniels sucked ass, Jared Goff filled in the entire season, and he's great. Like he's a great game manager, and I was very shocked with a lot of those 300 games. After that, everyone's hyped. Tyler Shuck. If he can do what he did last year, running the ball as well, I don't know, man. This guy's legit. Like he looks really good. It was funny when he first started, like, and him and Rattler were kind of going back and forth. I was like, I don't really know if this is the. So yeah, Tyler Shuck is amazing. Like I am 100% drafting him. He's QB2 perfect. Got a ton of upside. He's not, you don't have to overpay for the guy. In best ball, you kind of do, unfortunately. But in season long, you can get him. You can wait. He could be your double up. So like if you landed at Stafford and a Shuck, you're chilling because you could start him on a week to week basis and be surprised. I'm going with Shuck, and I think with Jordan Tyson, Olave's very good, Etienne's good, Juwan Johnson. Like the team is very nice. I'm happy with Shuck. And then going on to round this out to the QB3s. I'm gonna go with Sam Darnold first. Super serviceable. Yeah, I mean, he has a great offense. The guy really showed up what he can do. 300-yard games, two TDs, sometimes three. Like, played against some hard defenses. Sam Darnold is still young. He's gotten through so much adversity, which people don't even know. Every year he had a new coach. Like, what do you expect? Offensive coordinator, new coaches, like every single year of his career. He reminds me of like Alex Smith. Somebody that always had a hard time adjusting because he just had new systems all the time. I like Sam Darnold. Again, it's not a reach for me. It's somebody I'm happy to have on my team. QB2, QB3, 100%. Sign me up. The next pick is going to be Kyler Murray. When he puts it together, Kyler is amazing. That's just when he puts it together. He can run and he's so elite when he does run. When he escapes that pocket, Mighty Mouse is insane. And he could throw the ball. And he's got weapons. You literally got Jay Jettas. Like, if he doesn't work out with Justin Jefferson, his career is done. He's going to go back to just playing Call of Duty for a living. But I'm fine with Kyler Murray's upside. And we could be, this could be a QB2 it's up conversation next year. So I'm drafting him if I can. My next favorite sleeper, it's got to be Cam Ward. Cam Ward, also, I feel like the NFL kind of shows us its hand before the season ever starts. Cam Ward's going to be featured in the Netflix doc QB, and they're not going to highlight losers, right? They're going to show some really good athletes in there. Cam Ward was a beast at UM. Obviously, last year sucked, but there was glimpses of hope at times. They went after Cardinal Tate. I think that Wan'Dale Robinson was a great pickup. I think that the team just looks very well rounded to be better. And I've got faith in the team. I got faith in the new coaching staff. And Cam Ward is a G. Like, he really wants to play. This guy loves football. And I'm very happy to draft him as a QB3. And he's a perfect QB2 as well. Like, he can fall into that perfect spotty position where you can draft him for not too expensive. There's sometimes where CJ Stroud's ranked ahead of him. And I don't know. That makes zero sense to me. The next QB with the upside, Malik Willis. And this can be really bad, right? Like, our sample size from the Titans was horrible. He sucked as a Tennessee Titan, like ass. But in Green Bay, when you had an opportunity to maybe kind of like learn what works and what doesn't, and maybe just like the Titans are just cursed. Malik looked great. As a Dolphins fan, I'm praying that the guy's legit, but he's got that upside to run and throw, and he looks really good running. So I'm happy drafting Malik as my QB3. If I land with him in a Superflex league, like, I'm going to try to attack a secondary quarterback like Cam Ward in addition to that. Late rounds, go back to back. But Malik could surprise us, and I'm fine with grabbing him. Here, we're basically going to go with the last person that's serviceable, in my opinion, is Daniel Jones. He had really good promise last year. And of course, he got hurt. Daniel Jones is hilarious to me. The guy can run, and he surprisingly has a great arm. Like, people sleep on the fact that he has a fantastic arm and that he runs. Is he really awkward? Absolutely. But is he really good? He's okay. Like, I'm going to draft him at some point. I don't have too much stock in him this year. Still early, but I draft like crazy. I'm an insane person. But Daniel Jones really showed up last year early on. And I think if he can get healthy, coming back from an Achilles is tough. But if he can get healthy and put it together, Daniel Jones could be a really good QB2 for a lot of teams. So he's more than draftable, in my opinion. Now, dog water. Just absolute dog water. Aaron Rodgers. 10 years ago, we're not talking about this, but we're not 10 years ago, we're forward. Is he going to have an opportunity now with linking back up with McCarthy? For sure. I like the Pittman edition. I think people sleep on Pittman. I think he's a great player. So I'm fine with grabbing Aaron Rodgers super, super late. But again, this is super, super late. CJ Stroud. Boy, is he a disappointment, man. Like, I had him his rookie year. He salvaged and won me my championship that rookie year. But did he fall off a cliff and fast? Like, yes, Tank Dell wasn't there, but like, dude, it was embarrassing watching him play. Like, that defense is the only reason they even made it that far. CJ Stroud is like on the cusp of getting like cut or just getting dropped. Not in real life, at least not yet. But like, I don't care for him at all. I'll draft him as a QB3 if like he is there and I need one in a super flex league. But he's on the waiver wire most of the year. Best ball, you're gonna take him as a QB3. Next up, if he plays, as a former Dolphins fan, Tua. I mean, when it's working out and he's not CTE Tua, he is a great quarterback. He could sling the ball. He's very accurate. Like, he may not have the best strength, but he's super accurate. He's got a great team around him. I mean, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan, I mean, you don't really need much more. You got elite players surrounding you. Tua just has to get the ball to them, and that's kind of what he missed last year. Tyreek getting hurt really did hurt him, and they kind of figured out McDaniels. It felt like at that point of the time, but I'm gonna draft Tua there very late, waiver wire season long. Bryce Young. I want no piece, but very late pick, and we need somebody on our stashing bench. Okay, it's fine. I'll take it. Not too much to say. A couple people I'm just gonna take late. I'm gonna take Carson Beck. If this is best ball super flex, I'm gonna take Carson Beck. I am not drafting Jacoby Brissett, journeyman, fighting for more money. Should be thankful he's even playing. He did do solid, but I don't want. I'm not paying anything for Jacoby Brissett. I'll pay for Beck as much as I hate him, being from Miami. Guy's a loser, but I'll go ahead and take him because in Superflex, we just need him to start at the end of the season. And if he starts at week 8, 9, 10, he could have some great weeks. He can move. I'm fine with him. And then like my ultimate like sleeper, I'm gonna go with Cade. Who knows? Is this Joe Namath 2.0 reincarnated? Like I don't know. I think that Gino is not going to start for long, and I think that if Cade gets the keys, you've got a really good offense there. Gary Wilson, Omar Cooper, Adonai Mitchell, Brees Hall, Mason Taylor, Sadiq. It's a very good team. Like on paper, it's a really good team. Are they the Jets? Yeah, of course. They still suck, but Cade, who knows, man? He could be a little shocker, and he looked great in the combine. That's somebody I'm targeting super late. That's my steal this year, by the way. If I'm in a super flex deep league, that's who I'm going after. I don't leave any best ball draft super flex without Cade on my team. And then to round this out, because I just want to believe in the guy, there's really two. Fernando Mendoza. I'm not rushing to draft Fernando. I really like him. I think he's got a ton of potential as an NFL player. I think he's going to be an elite type player, actually. But I'm not rushing to get him. The weapons in Oakland aren't even great at all. I think he's going to take some time to learn. I think Kirk does play for a lot of the time. And I think he's going to learn. I think this is a learning year for him. Whereas I think Cade can start earlier and has a lot of weapons around him. And he's got kind of like nothing to lose. There wasn't that much stock put into him. The last like potential, it's really Shador or Deshaun, so we could just put them both there. The Browns are legitimately dog water. That said, they're both good quarterbacks if they play. They've got weapons around them now. Denzel Boston, I love KC Concepcion, a player coming out of college. They're both great players coming out of college. Harold Fanning looked really good. Judkins looked amazing when he got it together, when the field kind of like opened up a little bit for him, which it did not. I'm glad they grabbed Spencer Fano so they can have some blocking. And they really did lock in this draft. And one of these two guys will be good. And I hope Shador gets that chance because a lot of people hate on him. But let me know what you guys think. This is my rankings. These are the guys I'm kind of drafting, where I'm drafting them at, who I actually believe in, who to me is a late pick. And a lot of these guys in season long will be on the waiver, so don't like fly to draft them. You're better off drafting like Jonah Coleman in season long, who knows, and just stash these people. But in deep super flex, when you need quarterbacks, especially in best ball, these are people that I'm fine with targeting and drafting. Let me know your rankings below. Thank you for chilling. Peace.